Hi friends, welcome to Peddia, and this is our blog qapedia.com. Today the topic that we are going to cover is JavaScript tutorial, arrays and array methods in JavaScript, and the subtopics that we will cover are arrays and array methods in JavaScript, arrays in JavaScript, array methods and operators in JavaScript, find the length of the array. So we have an operator, length operator, which gives us the length of array. Add the values in the array. Change the value of an element in the array. Find the type of the array. ToString method, join method, pop method, push method, shift method, unshift method, delete operator, concate method, sort method, reverse function, splice and slice method, splice method and slice method. So this method and function is the same meaning. There is nothing different between those two. So we are going to see methods and operators of array in this particular session, and then at the end summary of the session. So let's start. Arrays and array methods in JavaScript. So arrays in JavaScript. So what is an array? When we have to hold multiple values in a single variable, then we need arrays for that. Let's take an example of students in a school. Student is a single variable, but will hold multiple values, like in which class the student is studying, what is the age of the student, what is the gender of the student, how much marks does the student get. All this information would be would be assigned to a single variable student. So if we want to hold all these values in student, then we can use array for that. Now some properties of array are like array can hold multiple values under a single name, array's index will start always from 0, and arrays are mutable. So array index will start always with 0 means the first element of the array will have index 0 and the second element will have index 1. So like that the index will work. And arrays are mutable, and in last session we had seen strings, and strings are immutable, we had seen, right? But arrays are mutable. So in case of string we cannot change the value of a string, we cannot delete a string, but in case of array we can do all that. We can change the values of a array, and we can change the value of, we can delete an array. So let's do one thing. Let's see an example of array once. Let arr is equals to, and array will always be written in a square bracket. So like this we will write 46, 43. So some values we have written something like this. Now if I want to print this array, then what do we need to do? Console.log and simply write arr, and then what is going to happen? It is going to print the array like this. How will it print? In the square bracket it is going to print all the values. Now if suppose I want to print each and every element of the array one by one, then what can I do for that? For that I have to print the values using index. So like this we can do arr of 0, arr of 1, arr of 2, arr of 3. Like this we have to print the values. So what is this 0? 0 is the index, 1 is also the index, 2 is index. These are the index of the element. So index 0 means first element, index 1 means second element, index 2 means third element, index 3 means fourth element. Like this we can print the value. So let's do that. Now let's copy it. Just copy and paste it there. Now let's run it. So it is printing all the values of array, and then 0th index means first element, so it is printing the value of 12. Then first index number 1 means second element, so it is printing 24. Second index means third element, so it is printing 56. Third index means fourth element, it is printing 43. And then fourth index means there is no element at fourth index, right? There is no fifth element in this particular array, so it is printing undefined. So whenever there is no element at a specified location, then it is going to print undefined. So array will return undefined for the values which are not present in array. We can store multiple types of values also in a single array. So in this particular array, we have stored same type of elements, like all are numbers. If you will see, all the values are number values. But if suppose we want to store some number values, then some boolean value, then some string type of value, so we can do even that. So let's do that. We can write here true, then we can write here QA Peddia. Now if suppose I want to print the values of other elements, then what do I need to do? I need to just print values like this. So I'll just clear cache, and then so it is printing all the elements of the array, because console.log arr. Then 0th index first element, so 12 it is printing. First index the second element, 24 it is printing. Second index third element, 56. Third index fourth element, 43. Fourth index fifth element, true. Fifth index, so sixth element, QAPedia. Sixth index means seventh element, there is no seventh element, so it is printing undefined here. Like this it works. Now let's see array methods and array operators in JavaScript. So the first thing that we are going to see is find the length of the array. So we have an operator called length. Using this operator we can find out the length of an array. So length is an operator, length is not a function, length is not a method, length is an operator. And what does this do? This operator will find out the length of the array. So let's find out. Console dot log arr dot length. Like this we can find out length. So the console.log arr, so all the elements are printed, and then length it is giving 6. So how does it calculate the length of an array? So it calculates the elements in the array. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 elements that are there in the array, so length of the array is 6. Then if suppose we want to add some value in the array, so we know that the length of this array is 6, so it will have index till 5, so we can add the value at 6th index. So what we'll do, we will add some element at 6th index. How can we do? Arr 6th index, and then provide some value, and we will write here hello world, and that's it. And now if suppose we will write here So it is printing all the values of array first. How many values are there in array, it is printing. After that we are printing the length of the array, which is 6. Then we are adding one value to this array at the end, and then we are printing that particular array. So it is printing all the elements, and then we are calculating length. So length is coming 7 now, because we have added one element here. Okay, before the length was 6, now the length is 7 because one more element we have added. So this way we have modified this array also, and we have added one element also. Now if suppose we want to change the value of an element in the array, okay, so how can we do that? Suppose we want to change the value of this particular element. So we know the index of this element, it is available at 4th index. So what we'll do, 4th index, we will write AR4, and in place of true we'll place here false. That's it. This is what we will do. So now what is going to happen? In place of true, false will come. Okay, so let's run this. Yeah, so earlier 12, 24, 56, 43 true, and QAPedia, these elements have been printed. What is the length? It is 6. Now in place of true we have put false, so now it is printing all the elements, and now the length of the array is 6 only, because we have just changed one element value here, but we did not add any element, so length is going to be remain same. Then find the type of array. What type of arrays are? So arrays are always object type, but if you want to find the type of array, then we have a function, we have an operator called type of operator. So using this type of operator we can find out the type of array. So let's do one thing, write here type of ARR, and that's it, and let's run it. So first thing what we are doing, we are printing all the values. So we are printing all these values. Then what is the type of array? So what is the type of array? Type of array is object. Okay, this is how we can find out the type of any data type also, any variable also. Then toString method. So this is a method, this is not operator, this is a method or function. What does it do? It changes the array to string. So this function does not convert, does not modify array. This function will create a new string with array's element, and this function does not modify the original array. The original array will remain the same. This function will just create a new string. So let's see this, how does it work out. So let's do one thing, we'll write here ARR dot to string ARR dot toString, and now let's do one thing, let's print this value of ARR again. So every time it is printing the same type of value, so this means it is not changed. What will we do? We will write here let ARR str is equals to, and then we'll print the, and then we'll write here ARR str, and now let's run it. Yeah, here it is printing the array, and here it is printing the string type of value. If suppose we want to get the type of both the variables, then we can do that also. Let's run it, and this is printing array, this is printing string, and then type of array is object and type of array string is string. So this is how we can create a string using array also. Then join method. So join is a function, it's a method. What does it do? It joins all the elements of an array and then it returns a new string. And this function also does not modify the original array. Original array remains the same. How does it work? We'll give the array name, then dot join, and then with what particular character we want to join the elements of the array, we will give those things. Okay, so let's do it here. Okay. So arr dot join, and inside this we'll write underscore. Yeah, so now let's run. So this was our array, we printed that array, then we have created one string using this join method. So that particular string we are printing here, this is that string. Then we can see the type of both, we can see the type of array, we can see the type of string. It is coming like this, and we can see we had given this underscore. So with this underscore all the elements have been combined, which are joined. So this is how joins will work. If suppose in place of underscore we'll give hyphen, then what will happen? Yeah, it will come like this. Or if we'll give some space, then let's see what happens. Then only space will come. If in place of space we'll give comma, then what will happen? Yeah, then comma will come. Yeah, comma is coming. So that's how our join method will work. Then pop method. So what does pop method do? Pop method will remove the last element from the array, and then what does it do? This method will modify the original array and then this method will return the deleted element from the array. Okay, so our original array will be modified. How does it happen? Let's see. So array dot pop, that's it. And now let's let ELE yeah. So what are we doing? This is our array, and then we are printing that array. Then we are using this pop method. This pop method will remove the last element. So this pop method will return some element, and that element is this last element. Then we'll print the element, whatever pop method is returned. Then we'll print this array again, that the values have been changed or not, we'll see. And then we'll see type of array, and then we'll see type of element. So let's run it. So first it is printing all the elements of array. Then pop method has removed this element and returned this element. So we are printing that element. It is Peddia. Then we are printing the original array. Original array has been changed. This Peddia has been removed. And type of array is object, and then type of this element is string. So this is how our pop method works. Now push method. How push method will work? Push method will add an element at the end of the array and then returns the length of the array. And this method also modifies the original array. So let's see that. Push, and we'll write here hello world. And now Yeah, this is done. So let's run it. So this was our original string, we have printed that, so that is the original string. Then push method is adding one more element, and this push method will return the length of the array. So now our array, we have added one more element. So before there was 6 elements, now 7 elements are there. So now the length of the array should be 7, and then we are printing the value of array. So now earlier only it was till QAPedia, now one more element has been added, hello world. Then type of array is object, and then the type of element is number, because this method returns the length of the array. Length will always be a number type. Okay, so that's how push method works. Then shift method. So what does shift method do? Shift method will remove the first element from the array, and this shift method will return the removed element from the array, and this method will modify the original array. So let's do one thing. Array dot shift will write here. Array dot shift, and then the first element will be removed, and whatever element has been removed, that element will be returned by this shift method. So let's run it. Yes, so here what happened? We should check the length of the array also, which we are not checking. Let's check it again, and let's run it, and yeah, console.log arr, so it will print all this thing, and then arr.length, it is 6. Now we have removed the first element. What was the first element? 12. So we have tried to print that element. This shift method will return that particular element, right? So that element has been printed here. Now we are printing array. So all the methods are there, but this first method, first element is not there. All the elements are there, first element is not there because it is removed. Then array.length is 5 because now only 5 elements are there. Then type of array is object, and then type of element, because number element has been removed, so type of element is number. So this is how shift method will work, or shift function will work. Now we can see unshift function. So unshift function will add an element at the start of array. It will return the length of the array, and it will modify the original array. So let's write here unshift, and we will add some element here. So let's say we are adding an element high. That's it. So okay, fine, let's run it now. Yeah, so first of all we are printing the array. So this is the original array which we have printed. Array.length is 6. Now we are using unshift method. This method will add an element at the start, and this method will return the length of the array, because we have added one more element. So the length will become from 6 to 7. So the length of the array will be 7. So this 7 has been printed here. Then we are printing array. So now array, at one more element has been added, so that element is printed and all the elements are there. Then array.length, it is 7 because it is changed now. Then type of array, it is object, and then type of element is number, because it is returning length of the array. So length of the array will always be number type. Then delete operator. So delete is not a method, but it's an operator. Now because delete is not a method, so it does not return anything. And delete operator will delete the specified element from the array. Whichever element we are specifying, that element will be removed. This operator will modify the original array. And delete operator does not change the array length. Delete operator does not change the array length, and the element which is removed from whichever place, that particular place, an empty space will be created there. So let's see this, how does it work. So we have an array. This is our array. We'll print that particular array. We'll print the length, and then we'll delete some element. Suppose we are deleting the index 1, that means second element. Then we'll print the array again, and then we'll print the array length, and this is not needed. And yeah, let's run it. So this is our length, this is our array, and now the length of this array is 6, and then this 24 has been removed, and we can see here one empty item. 12, 24 was there, it's not there now, and then all other items are there, and the length of the array is still 6. So this delete operator does not change the length of the array. So this is how delete operator works. Then concate method. So what does this concate method will do? Concate method does not modify the original array. It creates a new array and returns that array. What does it actually do? It concate or joins two array. Like we have one array, let num1, and these two are the elements. And if we want to combine these two elements in one single array, then we can use this concate method. Let's see how does it work. Let arr is there, let arr1 is equals to, so here it is equals to 14, 36, 48, and false, and then hello world. Yeah. Now what will we do? Console.log arr, then console.log arr1, and after that what we'll do, we will say arr dot concate arr1, and that's it. Now if suppose we'll now this particular method will return a new array, so we'll write it, let new arr is equals to this, and then console.log new arr. But now let's do one thing, let's run it. So first it is printing arr, second it is printing arr1, then we have used concate method, now we are printing arr again. Arr is same like this, arr1 is also same, and then we are printing new array. So new array is like this, it is element from first array, then elements from second array. Like this concate method will work. Then sort method. So let's see how our sort method will work. So sort method will modify the sorting order of the original array. So let's say we have an array something like this, and we want to sort the order of this array. So let's just copy it. Print console.log arr. Then we'll sort this array. So arr dot sort. We'll sort it. Then we'll print this console.log again. Let's run it. And earlier it was printing something like this: 551, 22, like original array. And after sorting, we can see the array has been sorted, but the sorting order is somewhat weird. First it is printing 14, then 22, then 22, 29, 3, 5. So it's somewhat weird that how is it sorting the elements of the array. So you can see number which is starting with 1, it is coming at first place. Number which are starting with 2, it is coming at second place. Then number which is starting with 3, then number which is starting with 5, and then 6, 7. So it is starting it in an alphabetical order, that whichever number is starting with for number 1, it will come first, number 1, number 2, that will come second. So this method is having, this is the problem with this method. Method will sort in alphabetical order. So number starting with 1 will be sorted first, number starting with 2 will be sorted then, and then number starting with 3 will be sorted, and so on it will work out. Now if I want to sort the order in ascending order, what do I need to do? In that case, I need to use a function called compare. How can we use it? We can write this function something like this, and this is going to do our work. Okay, so let's write it. Function compare. Yeah, that's it. It is automatically writing this function for us. So that's it. Now arr.sort. So we have to pass this argument, this function as an argument here. That's it. Now if suppose I will run it, then you see what will happen. So this is our original array, and now this is our sorted array. So this array has been sorted in an ascending order. Now if suppose I want to sort the array in descending order, even that is very easy. In place of a minus b, we'll just write b minus a, and that's it. Our work will be done, and this array is sorted in descending order. This is how our sorting methods will work in array. Then reverse function. So what reverse function will do? Reverse function will reverse the element in the original array. So this method will modify the original array, and this method will return the reverse array. So let's do this. Let's write this. Okay, now let's do one thing. arr dot reverse. So we have an array, we are printing it, then we are reversing it, and when we are printing it again. Let's see what happens. So yeah, this is the original array, and this is the reversed array. This array order, elements order has been reversed. This is how our reverse method works. Then splice method and slice method. So let's see the splice method first. So what the splice method will do? This function will modify the original array. This is the first thing. So array modification will happen. then this function will delete some values from the array. Some values will be deleted from the array. Those, and this function will return those deleted values. Whichever value has been deleted, those values will be deleted. Okay, now this function will delete some values, right? So those values will be deleted from the specified index. Whatever index we will specify, from that index the values will be deleted. And what values will be deleted? So we'll pass some number. That many values, those number of values will be deleted from that specified index. And then some specified values will be added at that specified index also. So some more values also will be added. So this might seem somewhat difficult to understand, but let's see, we have an array. This is our array. Now on this array, we are using this method splice, and then we are passing number 2. What is this number 2? This number 2 is the specified index. From this index, we have to delete the values. So this is our array, and what is the second number index? This is the second number index where our third element will come. From this index, start deleting the values. Okay, then specified number of values will be deleted. How many values will be deleted? That will pass here. 3 values should be deleted. So number 3, then number 14, then number 5. Total 3 values are there. Those 3 values should be deleted. Then some values should be added as well. So these are some values: 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024 and 1025. These 5 values should be added as well from this particular index. So this is how this method will work. And the values which have been deleted, those values will be returned. This function will return those values. Okay, so those values also we will print. So, and this method will modify the original array. This also we should remember. So let's use this method. Let's go ahead, let arr equals to this, print this arr, and then arr dot splice. We'll write here 2 comma 3 comma, and then yeah, fine, let's write it. And this is going to return deleted values. Delete val, fine, console.log delete val. Let's run it here. So we were doing a mistake that we are passing square bracket here. In place of square bracket, we have to pass this particular bracket, parenthesis here. So now let's see this from second index, like from 3 values should be deleted. So this 3, 14 and 5 should be deleted. So yeah, that is deleted if you see. And then new values 1021, 1022, 1023 should be added. So 1021, 1022 and 1023 are added. We can add more value also, 1024, 1025 also we can add. We can run it, and yeah, those values are also added, and the remaining values are same. Then what are deleted values? So 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 14, 5 has been deleted value. Let's run it again so that it will be clear. This is original array. This is the new array where 3 values, 3, 14, 15 are deleted, and then these 5 values have been added, and then what are the deleted values? Deleted values are 3, 14, 5. So this is how our slice method will work. Now slice method. So this function will take the element from the specified index till the end of the array and put them in a new array if we provide only one parameter. Okay. Otherwise, this function will take element from and to the specified index of the array and then put them in a new array if we will provide two parameters. This function does not modify the original array and it will create a new array. This function will return that new array which is created using this function. So we have a function, we have a number, we have an array. We'll use this particular method. Slice will give only one parameter, and then this particular method will return a new array, and let's see what is that new array. So from the specified index like 3, so third index 14 number is coming, so from 14 till the last element we should get the new array. So new array should contain 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 229. These elements should be there in new array. So let's write it. ARR dot slice, and we'll put 3 here, and this is going to give us a new array. Let new ARR is equals to this, and then let's print those two arrays again. So let's run it. So this is our original array. We are printing it. So original array is being printed. Then we are doing some operation. We are slicing the values from third index. Third index is this 14, 5, and then a new array should be created that should have these elements. So this operation is done. Then we are printing a statement for original array. So original array is being printed. So we can see original array is still same. There is no change. Then printing new array. In new array these elements should be there. So yeah, those elements are there. So that's how slice method will work. If suppose we'll provide one more parameter, 3 to 6. So from third index to sixth index element should come. So third index is 14, fourth, fifth and sixth index. So 14, 5, 6, 7 should come. So let's do this. So yeah, so last index will be excluded. 14, 5 and 6 will come in that. That's how our slice method will work. So yeah, it is done. So a slice method is also done. So these are the things that we have covered in our today's session. So let's take a look at the summary of the session. We have covered some topics related to arrays and array methods in this session. Arrays in JavaScript, array methods and operators. How can you find the length of the array? How to add value in the array? How to change the value of an element in the array? Find the type of array. ToString method, join method, pop method, push method, shift method, unshift method, delete operator, concate method, sort method, reverse function, splice method and slice method or function. So these things we have seen in our today's topic. So that's all in the session. Thank you very much guys.